All right, so hi everyone. Again, I am in today's meeting, I'm gonna first share a presentation. Here is our first oriented presentation. And we will begin now. Thank you for everyone who joined us this morning. It's wonderful to see you. I haven't said it before, but it's wonderful to see you this morning here in Israel, cold Israel, very cold. It's good to finally have you here in Israel, and I welcome you for coming. So, as I said, today we will begin with our first presentation for the orientation program, and we will begin by talking about with PIBA, which you all know PIBA. But did you know that the name is Population and Immigration Authority? In short, is PIBA, and they are responsible for the agreement and made it all happen. The agreement with the Philippines, with other countries as well, and they are here with everything related to your contracts, your rights, your obligations, your permits and visas, your arrival and employment period, your vacation, return home, and many other things. Even after you go back home, there are some procedures that needs to be taken, and and they are here for that. Now, another major partner here in Israel is CIMI. I work with CIMI's organization. It's the Center for International Migration and Integration. Now, as I said yesterday, we assisted with the interview process in the Philippines. And we are a partner, a major partner here in Israel with everything to do with the bilateral agreement with different countries as well. And as an organization, we do many other things. But for now, with everything related to you, at the moment, after the interview process and for your time being here, we operate the call center, as I said, that was built with PIBA especially for you. And you have the support system through Viber, the call center, and especially for foreign workers, and for you especially, it's in Tagalog, which will be easier for you, or supposed to be, and more friendly. And of course, you have the Viber group. Now, we will talk more about it, okay? But in general, the Center for International Migration and Integration, we will get to know each other better during this week. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? We'll talk about the first orienteer, when and whom to return to. We will talk about home quarantine, what to expect, and a little bit of guidance. What you should do in case you have COVID symptoms. How we can communicate here in Israel, and the importance of learning the language. We will talk a little bit about the working week and the orientation program. We will have some, we'll talk about the topics and tentative schedule. Of course, I will give some time for questions and answers, and then we will have a short Hebrew lesson. So our first orienteer. Okay, I recommend to take a photo of this particular slide, okay? Because some of you may need the last part, the information okay? And I'll soon get back. So whom to contact and where and whom. Okay, so during your quarantine here in Israel, and let's talk at the moment only about your quarantine, your first period here. In case something is missing, if you need something, if you don't have enough food or water, there is some problem with electricity, anything like that. um,
We call it momo.
everyone, again, I will ask to put your mic on mute to make sure that it's on mute. So, if something is missing, if you need something, okay, not enough food, not enough water, especially weekend.
Dito kayo sis. Doon ka, kabila. Uy, pakimute.
Yeah, I muted it. Okay, so especially now, which is the weekend, okay, please contact the call center and the call center, sorry, not the call center, the contact person from your agency, okay? It is super important to do it right after, sorry, right after our meeting, this particular meeting, okay? Super important. Since Friday, and we will talk about it later, it's a short day. So it's very important for many people. It's a short day for those who work, but the one who don't work, it will be harder to reach. It will be very hard to reach them. So please contact the contact person from your agency. Now, in general, if something is missing in the next few days, again, contact person. Now, another thing, everyone, please make sure that your mic is on mute, okay? I think it will be easier for everyone else to hear. Thank you. Now, let's move aside from quarantine. During your stay, if there is any problem, if you like to share share about your issues, or if you need any help with some issues, if it's with your employer, with the family, you should contact your agency. You should use your social worker, okay? With any issue and problem, you should talk to your agency and social worker, okay? Of course, the call center is here for you as well, but in case of any problem that needs to be solved, if you're talking about a problem with your employer or with the family where you're going to stay, and you're running some issues, something that you cannot solve with the family, please make sure that the agency and the social worker, they are aware, that they know, okay? And give them the opportunity, the chance to do their job and help and assist you and overcome any kind of problem that may arise. Now let's go back to quarantine and your swab test result. In case you have not received your first swab test result within the first 24 to 48 hours, okay, please contact the email or on WhatsApp. You have the details here, okay? And this is relevant only for the test who's been taken at the airport, okay? If on Sunday you still don't have your swab test results, okay, you can email the email you have, the email information you have right here, okay, and send the details, ask for your swab test results, and they will send it back to you. Okay, so that's why I ask you to make a screenshot, write down the details, whatever works for you, but make sure to have it, okay? Perfect. I'm moving to the next slide. All right. Now, as I said, we have the call center. Now, I started to say that if there is any problem with your employer, with the family, I recommend to talk about it and ask the agency and social worker to get involved if needed, if this is something you cannot solve directly with the family. Make sure that they know. Sometimes in some cases, you may need, you'll find that the agency or social worker is not enough, or if for some reason they can't help you, or if you're not sure about something, if you're not sure about your rights, your duties, obligations, anything to do with your contract, and with the time, with sleep, with allowance, with anything. Or if you like to make a complaint, like your placement agency. Something ain't right, please make sure to register to the call center, the card that I gave you yesterday. So call to register to the call center. You must do it with your Israeli SIM card, okay? And as soon as you have your Israeli SIM card, please register to the call center. I will send you the link later on after our meeting, or it will be later today, but I will send you the details. And in case you change your Israeli number, you can just register again with your new number and it will delete the old information. Now, it is very important to let us know about some things, and if you like to consult, if you need someone to help you, to support, to do something, like in case you like to make a complaint about the agency or the employer and you need interference of PIBA, of course, this is the way. We are a direct line for PIBA. So here you have the registration for the call center, the contact call center, you have the Viber group, and of course I will send you the link later on. Now, home quarantine and a little bit of guidance. So you've been travel for hours, many hours. Some of you inside the Philippines before arriving to the airport in Manila, and you've been in 3 different international airports. It's not the safest, unfortunately, at this time. So we want to make sure that you're okay, that you're safe, that you're healthy, that you're feeling good. And we want to ask you to make sure if you have laundry service or someplace where you can do your laundry, for everything that you've been wearing during this journey on the planes, on different airports, I recommend to do so. If you if needed, do something else, whatever you know that will make sure that you're safe, to keep high hygiene. It is very important to make sure that you feel good, that you are okay. And therefore, you have to stay with your home quarantine. And you cannot leave the place of home quarantine. If it's a room or apartment, no matter what, please do not leave your home quarantine. Okay, it is very extremely important. Now, everyone here in Israel will be fine outside if someone will report them, or if by any chance, for some reason, someone will find out that they're outside of their home quarantine, even if it's simply go to throw out their garbage, they are risking receiving a fine of 5,000 shekels, a fine which is approximately 1,500 US dollars. It's a lot, and it's relevant to everyone here in Israel. Now, with you guys, the thing is that since you're foreign workers who just arrived, and you have the authority and immigration who will make some checkups sometimes, and if someone will report them, or if they will come and see you outside for some reason, you're also facing deportation. And so it is very important to make sure to stay at your home quarantine all time, as long as you need to be there, in case you're going outside to take your second swab test. But that's it. Okay, please make sure to stay all time. Now here, you have two links which I will send you later on, and it's a direct link to Ministry of Health, and they frequently update their website and those websites, so it is very important to stay updated as well. I recommend to frequently enter to those links and just check about any new guidance. Again, I will send those links later. In case of possible symptoms, what to do? So I like to remind us all that once upon a time, before COVID, people had the flu. And I wish that if anyone will not gonna feel good and great, I wish it will be simply a flu or exhaustion. But unfortunately, you will still have to take a PCR test. So in case of body temperature of 38 degrees Celsius or higher, and I always like to give that as an example. I had a COVID almost a year ago, and my body temperature, my normal body temperature, is 35.7. Now everyone knows that. And my body temperature while I was with COVID was 37.2, which the doctors will say it's not great. It's not fever, but it was. And I felt it was bad. It was bad, but for most people, when they don't know you, they will say, okay, 37.2, 37.3, it's nothing. So I said it because I want you all to remember that You know your body best. Use your intuition. Listen to your body. If something ain't right, I'm sure you will know first. If you have if you're worried, if you're not sure, it's true. I wrote 38 degrees Celsius and higher, but even if it's lower, you know your body best. You know your body temperature. So pay attention. Of course, if you have the other symptoms, cough, trouble breathing, and any other respiratory symptoms, loss of taste or smell, and if it's just simply a leaky nose or something, and you will think that, okay, it can be related to the cold, you will still have to check it out. So, sorry. In case of experiencing any of these symptoms and others, please update the social worker, the agency, okay? And of course, Ministry of Health, okay? This is the number of Voice of Health, okay? Very important to inform. They will help you coordinate a PCR test, okay? Then you'll have to take the PCR test, wait for results, and then if necessary, stay in quarantine. If you need treatment, you'll be getting treatment. And everything hopefully will turn okay. But in any case, you will have to take the PCR test. Okay, and sometimes it could happen even after we vaccinate already. For me, it was after my first dose. But for others, it could be after 2 or 3 or 4. So simply be aware. Now, how we communicate here in Israel. So we highly recommend to learn the language, to step by step. You're not gonna learn everything in a day, not even 2, not necessarily a year, but get to know the language, start talking, and I hope you'll feel a little bit more comfortable with Hebrew, with listening to the sound, how it sounds the Hebrew. Now in Israel, a lot of people speak English on different levels, and they will not hesitate to help you in English if you will talk to them. They will try their best to communicate in English. And still, it is very important to get to know words in Hebrew. Very important. It's possible that your employer and even the employer's family will not speak English. It happens. And you will have to find a way to communicate. Try your best. Even if it's learn few words, few necessary words that you see that the employer use on a daily basis, or you can ask friends of the family, your agency, someone to translate. It's not easy, but it's a must, something that needs to be done, that it's on you. You need to find a way to express yourself and understand and be understood, okay? And find a way to communicate. That's why it will be best to try and practice. Practice Hebrew, learn Hebrew, and then practice. Learn, practice, okay? Now there are many websites and apps, okay? And they're very good. Just make sure to read the review and check what they are offering, see if this is what you want. And they are for free. Of course, there are many apps and channels and websites that you need to pay. I don't recommend to pay, not just now, unless you read the review and you know for sure what you're getting for and this is what you want. But I recommend to start with the free apps and YouTube channels and websites, okay? And start doing today. Now, our working week here in Israel. So our week here in Israel began with Sunday. We work normally Sunday till Thursday. Sorry, Sunday till Thursday, and apologize. And some people will work Sunday till Friday, which Friday is a short day. It's half day. And that's why I said, if you need to speak to your agency, please do it right after today's meeting. Not today, this meeting, because we will have another meeting today at 12:30. So if you need something, it's just a reminder. Now, Shabbat is our special day. And you will see with each family how they how it's like to how they practice Shabbat. Normally Shabbat, the holiday starts on Friday with sunset and ends on Saturday with sunset. And each family practice Shabbat different. So you will have to ask the family where you're going to stay, how they practice their Shabbat. If they're religious, and there are many people that they're on a spectrum, a wide spectrum of how they're being practiced, they're religious and practice Shabbat. So you will have to ask. Now, it's very important to remember that in Israel, on the weekend, in most places, there's no public transportation and everything is closed, like shops, shopping centers, supermarket, restaurants, many things are closed, shut down. In other places, you will see in different places here in Israel, some will stay open, some more than others. It's not the same as during the week. Even in some cities, you have public transportation on the weekend, like in Haifa, but it's not often as the public transportation runs during the week. Sorry. So what will include the orientation program? It will include video, recorded video and online meetings, Zoom meetings. We will talk about Israeli culture and historical background, the rights and obligations of caregiver, worker and their employer. We will talk about the caregiver-caretaker relationship, the call center for foreign workers. You will receive recorded session, and migration crisis, and how to maintain long-distance relationships. And we will have short Hebrew lessons and many more useful information that I will send with links. And now I like to open up for some questions. If you have, I'll give you the chance to ask questions. Anyone have any questions? All right, cool.
Okay, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I just want to ask if I hope not. If we will be positive with COVID-19, who will be the one responsible for the expenses?
No, you have medical insurance.
Oh, okay.
And the Israeli insurance, medical insurance, and health system here in Israel, very good.
Okay, ma'am. Because
You
it's
get all the benefits that any other Israeli resident get here.
oh,
And
it is equal
so
to us foreigners. Oh, thank you,
for
ma'am.
U.S. caregivers under the bilateral agreement, yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. And hopefully you will not be positive.
You know, I don't
But
want.
in case, no. But in case you do, you'll be taken care of.
Okay,
And
thank you,
you don't
ma'am.
need to pay the expense.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, concerns? All right. You'll have other chances as
Good
well.
morning, Mom.
Hi, good morning.
Um, I asked my agency. Good morning. I asked my agency, and she told me that I am going to take care of her grandmother. It's the manager of the agency. And then she asked me to send WhatsApp today. I said, I cannot, I don't have my SIM yet. So I think it's her assistant send the SIM card here. And the manager told me that SIM card amount will be deducted on my salary.
Mm.
Yeah, I would like to know if how much is that SIM card so I have an idea.
Okay. So the thing with the SIM card that many ask me is there were some volunteers that like every once in a while came to give SIM cards to people. So some have a SIM card, they received a SIM card, and some the agency gave them. Sorry, the agency gave them a SIM card, and some will have to get it. I'm not quite sure how much it costs because when you buy the SIM card or when you get the SIM card, you pay about like you are the one to pay for the minutes, like the what do you like it to include. So it's different. It's different from one company to the other. It depends on the plan that you want to get. And
Uh,
every single one of you who have the SIM card will have to pay for a plan at some point.
yes, ma'am. And she said it has an internet and free call within Israel. So I just
Yes,
want to know the amount so I know how much will be deducted in my salary later on. Thank you.
yes, no, not a problem. So to be honest, I don't know, and I cannot know because there are so many companies and it's different. But I recommend, if you like, to talk about it with the call center and ask their guidance. They may be able to help you check with the agency if needed. So because they truly know best in different weird situations.
Yeah,
And
thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
I apologize. It's not the best answer.
It's okay. It's okay.
But maybe you can tell me later on. Anyone else?
Yes, Miss Anna, I
Hi.
have a question. Because up to now, we don't know yet. I am with Miss Bunagan. Up to now, we don't know yet who are or what is the name of our agency. Can you do you have the name of our agency?
Same here.
Oh man, we talked about it yesterday. I asked you to take it. Oh man. Okay, so send me a private message. The one who don't know,
Yes, ma'am.
and I
Yes,
will
Miss Anat.
try to figure it out.
Yes, but yesterday when we were fetched by our like drivers, we were not able to get the name of our agency, but only your number.
Are you staying in a hotel?
I, I don't know if it's apartment.
Apartment?
Apartment. Yes.
Okay, so all of you who don't have the name of the agency, please send me a private message.
Okay.
It may take me a while to answer because I have many Zooms today, one after the other. So it may take me a while to respond, but I promise to give
Okay.
everyone answer, okay?
Thank you so much, Miss Anat.
Thank you for understanding.
Ma'am, because it's very cold in Israel, our brain freeze.
That's good. Mine as well. Any other questions, concerns?
Ma'am, can I get your number?
Unfortunately, I can't give my number, but you can write me on the Viber. Do you have access to the Viber group?
That's my problem earlier.
Okay, you're the one who said something about it yesterday that you
Yes.
don't have. Okay, now I understand. Okay, so because I remember, but I didn't know who told me about it, and I asked yesterday that. Okay, are you in touch with any of the group members? Because maybe I can send. You know what? Hold on, I'm gonna send the invitation to the group right now. Okay. On the here on the chat. Is that okay?
Okay. I hope I can get one.
Hold on, I'll do it. I'll do it now. Okay. Let's see. Link copy. Okay. Mm. Here, this is an invite to the Fiber group. And I want to see. Here, and I send you a private message as well. Excuse me for a second. I need to open it so my video will be off. Hmm. Okay. So did you manage to get into the group? Okay. Whoever's sending me messages right now about the name of the agency, please send it on the Viber group, on chat on Viber, and not here on Zoom, because as soon as we close the Zoom, I won't be able to get back to you. I won't see those messages. So please be responsible, and all messages write on the Viber if you want me to respond later. All right. Now, you will have time for more questions, but let's continue with our program, because we'll soon finish. And let's see. Okay, I want everyone to see it. And later on, as I said, we have another meeting at 12:30. So over there, we will meet on time. And I want to give you some time to relax. And so we will soon finish this meeting and you'll have some free time. And of course, you're more than welcome in any meeting, because we have another 4 meetings or more meetings. And so you can always ask questions, concerns, and if you need any answer or if you like to share your thoughts, anything, okay? And for now, we will have our few words in Hebrew. So there are few basic words that I'm going to share with you. And our first is Shabbat. Shabbat is our special day. It's Saturday. So I would like everyone to practice the word. It's an easy word, Shabbat. Now, if you like to greet someone, to say hello or peace, you say Shalom. And in case you like to greet someone for Shabbat, normally people say that on Friday. They greet one another and they say Shabbat Shalom. They combine the words. Have a good and nice Shabbat. Another important word is Ochel. You can say Ochel, means food. Very important. Ochel. And another important, very important word is Ma'im. Ma'im is water. Now, don't forget, we're in the Middle East. It's a warm and humid area. It is very important to drink, okay? Drink a lot of water. Now, I want you to all know that in Israel, you can drink the tap water. It's perfectly fine. And people say that it's healthier to drink the tap water. But in each place, it may taste different. It's normal, it's okay, but it's okay to drink the tap water. And so you have this, you can make your own decision if you want mineral water, tap water, cooler, or there are other ways. And just want you to know that tap water is perfectly fine. Drink a lot of water, a lot of mine. Now, in case you're not feeling well, which I hope not the case, you can say Ani lo margisha for female. Ani lo margisha tov. And for male, Ani lo margish tov. You can say Ani means I. Lo means no. Margisha for female. Margish for male. Tov means well. Now, in case you're feeling well, you simply drop the lo, the no. אני מרגישה טוב for female, אני מרגיש טוב for male. Do you like to repeat the word? You know what? You can turn on your mic and I will ask you questions.
Okay.
Everyone, please open your mic.
We open it.
Okay. So, let's see. Joanna Maria, how
Yes,
do you,
ma'am.
how are you feeling today?
Ani,
Ani means I.
Ani Margisha.
Margisha.
Ani Margisha Tov.
Ani
Perfect.
Margisha.
Dami sumasagot eh.
Thank you. Alex, how are you today? How are you feeling? Alex?
Ani Marcus too.
Perfect. Glad to hear. Now, in case, let's see, Lisa Jane, in case you're hungry, which word would you use for food?
Okay.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else is mixing some food in your quarantine?
Lo.
No? You're good? Okay. But
Hell.
in case, okay, how you say offer?
Okay.
Offer.
Okay.
Good. Now, I want you to all remember how you greet for Shabbat, because later on, our next meeting will start and we'll finish with
Shabbat shalom.
particular greeting.
Shabbat
So
Shalom.
everyone write it down, write it aside somewhere.
Nalaglag yung ano,
Use
7
it.
second ko.
12:30.
Shalom.
I just saw someone drinking. Let's see, I think the person who drank something. Someone likes to volunteer and say how you say water.
Mine.
Maim.
Mine.
Now,
Mine.
Grace Zamora, I like to ask you something.
Maim.
Mom.
Hi. Let's see. What is our way to greet someone? What would we say?
Shalom.
Perfect. And then how and what's the Hebrew word for our special day?
Shabbat.
Shabbat. Perfect.
Shabbat.
Very
Shabbat.
good.
Shabbat. Shabbat.
Let's see. Now, Catherine.
makisuyo naman po.
Hi,
Okay, ma'am.
Catherine.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. let's see. In case, I don't know.
What?
I need to think about a question. Okay, I want, help me with a question. I want the question to be a question with an answer. Let's say, I'm not feeling well.
I'm
what-
hungry.
What the question? Let me think about a question, because we already know the answer. The
Yeah.
answer will sound in Hebrew.
You try, ma'am. Maybe I know the answer.
Type niyan. Hapon pag nakamute ka, unmute ka ha, mag-mute ka.
Okay, so how would we say in case you're not feeling well? What would you say?
Ani lo margisha tov. Ani?
Good. But I'm sure. Yes. Ani.
Ani margisha tov.
Perfect. Oh God, that's what I wanted to hear. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Now, what else? You know, it's not gonna help you if you close your camera. I will still ask you questions, so you can't hide. No, I don't want you to feel that. If you don't want to be asked questions, I won't do that. And all right, I think it's enough for now. I don't want to be traumatized. So please go over the words and practice. And I will see you again at 12:30. Okay, we will have another meeting where you're gonna meet. It's a good time to put yourself on mute for a second. Okay, thank you. I just muted everyone. All right, so it's been lovely seeing you all this morning, and I'm really glad to have you here with me on the Zoom meeting, and I'm looking forward to see you again at 12:30. Now, please make sure if something is missing, if you don't have enough food, not enough water, because they give you bottles of water, something for the weekend, please make sure to contact your agency right now. Okay.
Hodam.
Thank you everyone. I'll see you
Thank
later.
you, Miss
I have
Anna.
so many messages.
Salamat.
Thank you. Bye everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Tadaraba.
Bye. Thank you.